Elphaba talking bad about Max, acting as if was being a bully, yet he's an amazing and kind person he used she and her pronouns to respect. Elphaba, I agree with what he said. If it's the vid I'm thinking about.
My thing with Elphaba is, I thought when I met her, this is such a lovely person. She was so lovely to me. I can't even put it into words. I felt so protective over her that I invited her to our podcast launch event as well a few weeks later. I personally just felt so disappointed in her as a person when she was at my house and told me about her autism diagnosis. It happened when she went to the doctor. She sat and told me this to my face, to then later find a few months later that she'd completely made it up. None of that was true. She also said on lives that she had Tourette's. Found out that she'd never been diagnosed with that. She told me and showed me things that Chelsea Lee Orts, which if you don't know who that is, she's like this other TikTok live person. When I saw the things that she had said to Elphaba, I was horrified that this woman has a platform. She was so transphobic to her, so nasty to her, so awful. And Elphaba told me how much that hurt her. Like, genuinely, I saw it in her face. She was so hurt. A couple of weeks later, she moved into Chelsea Lee Orts' house and lived with her for over a week, just on live stream non-stop. Guys, come on, send the gifts, come on, send it.
And I saw, people talk about me, and I was like, oh, okay, so what? But then when Max spoke about me, I just kind of felt hurt, in my opinion. And, if Max is watching this, or he ends up seeing this on the For You page, like he always does, watching me on some sort of For You page, he will see me at some point, because I'm all over it. I'm really disappointed, to be honest, in how he's responded towards me. If Max was on a phone call with me, he'd be thinking completely different. And I'm going to say this right now, as a person, Max, I don't care how many followers you've got. I don't care the amount of following you have. I respect your content, I respect you as a person, but your behaviour towards me on that podcast, slagging me off, acting two-faced, is horrific. I do not agree with that. You've thrown me under the bus, and only for publicity-wise. You never actually checked on me. You never called me. You said you wanted to be friends, and you wanted to, feel protective over me, but you never called me for days. I was the one messaging you. Before any conspiracy happened. I was looking to be your friend generally. I didn't care about your followers. I didn't care about the publicity, this and that. But you need to understand, Max, that's not cool. On what people can hate on me all they want. You know what I mean? I say how I feel. I say how my mind. I get Max has a lot of fans, 3 million followers. But that's what I mean. He's got a platform. He's got a bigger platform than me. He's quite huge on TikTok. And him talking about me like that, he has to. That's really irresponsible. He probably can though, but a creator like that huge shouldn't talk about people like that, because that's hurt me. And you've gotten a lot of your people giving me transphobia on your account, like on the useless hotline. I see the comments calling me he and it. Now, I respect you, Max, for putting on the story. I don't condone transphobia, and I don't condone it, and I'm sure you don't. But Max, you need to remember, you can filter out the comments on your thing. And if you want to learn, and I can teach you, there's a little button on the settings. Go onto your settings, go on comments, because I'm used to turning my comments off all the time. Filter all the comments, and you can block out keywords of he, it, that, If you didn't know that, I understand that, that's fair. But you need to know that that's not cool, having transphobic comments in your.
Now I have no idea if she means Max or the comment section, but I scrolled and couldn't find and transphobic comments. I read a few. I wasn't going to read them all. Max had responded in the comments. The poor guy, honestly, like I've said, he's nice and never once said anything mean towards her. This is a genuinely delusional person, and I can't believe she is even real at this point. We'll react to this on the pod.
As he should. She tried to play the victim I means he was. Clearly shocked and possibly confused why she would mention CLA being transphobic, but yet go live with her for so many weeks.
You have said you didn't like the drama before, Get off TikTok, then let's also not forget you blamed us for not performing at Pride, not our fault, but yours. Don't fake autism or Tourette's, you only brought it upon yourself, not trying to be soft, but someone who actually been diagnosed with autism can be annoying. I mean, have you not seen how we're treated? But that's for another video. Goodbye for now. Stay classy.